Hello and welcome back or welcome to E-Commerce Expert Channel, the absolute commerce, money and invest channel where today's episode we will talk about 7 stages of B2B marketing. When it comes to B2B marketing, there are 7 stages that you need to go through. While each stage has its own set of challenges, the process is actually pretty straightforward. B2B marketing is a long-term commitment. You can't just launch and expect to win business. What follows are 7 stages of B2B marketing that are necessary for your organization to be successful in the long term. Stage 1, Launch. For B2B companies, the first stage is all about getting your product in front of your audience. This is where you get the word out and start building awareness for your company. This is when your brand first makes its presence known to potential customers and other businesses who may be looking for help with their problem or business challenges. Your launch should have 4 components. You need to get your name out there in all sorts of ways, whether that's through social media or paid advertising. You need to make sure that people know who you are and what you do. You also want to make sure that potential customers know about your launch so they can jump on board when it happens. The easiest way to do this? Use social media posts that share news about your upcoming launch. Finally, don't forget about PR. You'll want everyone from journalists down to bloggers and podcasters talking about how great your product, service is before it launches so people will want it too, and hopefully buy it. If you're just starting out, this is the most important stage of your business. You have to decide whether or not you want to go all in on marketing or if you just want to get started and see how it goes. When you launch your product or service, you'll probably start getting some customers who will help with your growth by sharing the information about what you offer with their network and followers. This helps spread the word about what you do, which is one of the biggest benefits of marketing. Stage 2, Extend. Once you've gotten the ball rolling, you'll want to extend your reach by growing your network and reaching out to more people. You can do this with social media posts, newsletters, and other means of outreach. Stage 2 is when you'll want to extend your reach by building relationships with other companies in your industry so that they can refer others who might be interested in what you have available for purchase at some point down the road, and vice versa. Once again, this stage requires some time spent building relationships with people within your industry as well as outside of it so that they can refer others who might be interested. Stage 2 is when you'll want to extend your reach by building relationships with other companies in your industry so that they can refer others who might be interested in what you have available for purchase at some point down the road, and vice versa. Once again, this stage requires some time spent building relationships with people within your industry as well as outside of it so that they can refer others who might be interested. Stage 3, Target. Once you have built up a bit of momentum from stage 1, it's time to target new audiences. You'll want to figure out who your ideal customer is based on their needs and wants. This will help you design an effective marketing plan that will appeal to them while also helping them achieve their goals. Target refers to reaching out to potential customers and making attempts to persuade them that your product or service will be useful for them. This stage is usually done in person or through email. Once you've determined which segment of customers will benefit most from your product or service, it's time to figure out exactly how much money they make per year and how much money they spend on things like travel, education expenses and insurance premiums each year. This information helps determine which segments are most likely candidates for your product or service. For example, if you're selling a product to a particular industry, you might target the companies within that industry. If your business is to sell products to consumers, you might instead target consumers in general. Once you've targeted your audience, it's time to optimize your marketing strategy so that it reaches the people most likely to buy from you. Stage 4, Optimize. Once you've gotten started on this front, it's time to optimize. What are the best ways for us to reach our target audience? What kind of content should we be producing? How should we be presenting ourselves? By optimizing these things, we can ensure that we're reaching our audience in an effective way that resonates with them, and gives them what they need so they'll keep coming back. Optimize refers to finding the right people to talk with about your product or service. You may have many different types of customers and you need to find the best ones for your business so you can sell more effectively. Stage 5. Impact. B2B marketing is a very competitive space. Even though it's a competitive industry, there are still a lot of business owners who don't understand what they need to do in order to succeed. Stage 6. Advance. Advance means actually selling services or products through websites and other online channels like social media platforms like Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest and more. Advancement involves creating content marketing strategies so people know what they're getting when they buy from you. Stage 7. Project. Project means taking all of this information back into the office where it can be used by salespeople as well as marketing staff members who will use it on a daily basis in order to grow their businesses even more. Finish means closing deals from these projects and turning those leads into loyal customers. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe, share and leave a comment on what you know about B2B marketing.